Hello again and welcome back. So today I'm checking out something a little bit different. It's G.I. Joe classified, but it's one of the retro carded back versions. I got this from Robo Toys. I paid around 50 Australian dollars for him. It was a little bit expensive, but I was very keen to see what these were like. I'd seen some really appalling boxes on previous reviews. These were Walmart exclusives, and people that were picking them up, the cards were just battered. So I'm really pleased that this is in such good condition. It's almost too nice to open, but I really don't like the classified version of Gung-Ho we have so far. I much prefer this version, so I'm going to open him and he'll be the guy that I display. I did get all the other three, Destro, Baroness and Lady J. Destro and Baroness I'll probably just keep in the box. Lady J I may open because she's a slightly lighter shade of green, but I really was just intrigued about these. I don't think I'll be picking up the others. I do like to have the classifieds because of the box. I can put them back if I want to. If I ever get out of the line, and I can sell them on, but with these guys, once you open them, you're pretty much done. But saying that, I do like the artwork. I've always liked the artwork, and I do collect the 25th anniversary Joes. And one of the big reasons why I got into collecting again was because I remember as a kid seeing these sorts of figures on the pegs, and they were, I think, £1.75 or something around there when I was a kid back in the 80s. And now, you know, $50, $60, it's not sustainable. So there's no way I can continue collecting these. Anyway, let's open him up and see what he's like. Okay, so here he is out of the packaging, and already I can see that I much prefer this Gung-Ho. He's in keeping with the original Gung-Ho. I don't have the vintage one, but I do have the 25th anniversary version here. So quick comparison. They've kept all the artwork the same, and then the actual figure, very similar. And I do like that about these figures. This one looks like it's a little bit sun bleached. I'm not sure if that's the colour or if it's just been in the sun. I do try and keep them out of the sun as much as I can, but this one was second hand, so it does look slightly washed out. It could be that that's the actual colour though. And then just for a quick comparison, here he is next to the current Gung-Ho, which we got in the classified series. I hate this figure. I just think it's trash. It's just garbage. There's nothing good to say about it at all. I don't like the ridiculous look they've given him. The guns are all just cheap and really uninteresting. His hat is far too small. The tattoo on his chest is wrong. The handlebar mo is just next level ridiculous. Unfortunately, this is just an eyesore on my shelf. I really don't like him at all, but I wanted Gung-Ho. So when I saw that they were releasing the retro card back, I thought it's going to be a cash grab, but it wasn't, because they've actually changed it. They've actually reverted back to the previous look. So this will be my default Gung-Ho, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy. I'll probably keep him, but he'll be at the back of the shelf somewhere. So looking at this actual figure, he is the same body, everything. It's just obviously the colour, but also he's got this really nice jacket. This is completely new tooling, and it's this very soft plastic. You could probably take it off. You probably have to take the arms off, so I'm not going to risk it. And also they've toned down his mo, and the head sculpt itself looks a little bit different. Oh, okay, so they've got rid of the mohawk. But everything else I think is just the same, so it's just the mo. Yeah, and then the hair. Everything else though I think is the same design on the pants, just a different colour. They've changed up his grenade launcher, so here he's got 3 grenades, whereas on this one he's got 4 grenades for his thump gun. He's also got a sheath on his ankle, this one doesn't. Obviously this jacket is completely different. And then something which is nice, they got rid of this ridiculous gauntlet. His gloves, this one's just barehanded, and then on the back, the backpack is completely changed up. Nice old school style backpack here, whereas this one is just rubbish. And also, I don't know about you guys if you've got Gung-Ho, but I couldn't get these shitty guns to fit in. And while we're on the guns, these are just atrocious. So that Gung-Ho comes with these 3 guns. and it's just such lazy work, it really is. This one, on the other hand, much better, much nicer. They could have done with a little bit of paint applications on it. It's a shame they didn't. So it is somewhat lazy here as well. There's actually no sculpting there for any of the metal clasps. It's just all solid plastic. This is a slightly different color, but it's a huge improvement to these, so can't complain there. He also comes with a sidearm and a boot knife. And then one of the big improvements for me as well is his cap. So here is the original Gung-Ho cap, and here is the new one. So the original one, he really had to push it on, and it just looked silly. It looks far too small. Let's try the new one. So that looks better, but it's obviously made for this one. Yeah, much better. Weird how they didn't keep the colour scheme the same. Would have been nice if the hat matched this colour. I know that Valaverse have released a accessories pack, which is basically this loadout. So I might have a look at that and see if the hat would fit. But overall, it's a huge improvement. And then moving on to the actual figure itself. So it's essentially the same figure, all the same articulation. Tattoo is much bigger, so they've revised the tap. And it's actually a very, very dark blue, as opposed to just solid black. So similar to the actual artwork. And then, as I said, brand new jacket. But everything else is the same. But it is a better version. And something that I do like about these carded figures, they come with stands. Why on earth don't we get these stands? I mean, look at this. Just one piece of plastic. This is going to be cents to make. Why don't we get them with our classifieds? They need them. They don't stand up on their own. So it is nice to have them. It's just a shame that we don't get them with the classifieds. And it could be distribution because these are Walmart exclusives, but these are significantly more expensive to buy here in Australia than the classified counterparts, whereas you're not really getting much more. You are getting a new stand, you do get some nice artwork, but that's it, it's essentially the same figure. So I think I'll probably end this particular collection. I won't be getting the retro carded back versions anymore unless they release something absolutely spectacular, which I highly doubt. Something like a Lifeline, you know, or a Dial Tone, maybe an armored Cobra Commander. Those are the sorts of figures where I'd come back into collecting the retro carded back line. But this scale, as nice as it is, it's a novelty, and I think that's all it's going to be. I'll stick with the classifieds. I don't think I'll be collecting any more of those. So this was just a very quick comparison video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you like this content, then please do consider subscribing. And until next time, take care.